Hey Capricorn, welcome to your October 2025 reading. Thanks so much for being here. We are in Libra season, seventh house energy, which focuses on partners, marriage, business partners, working with others, contracts, how you serve in relationships. All of these things could come up this month. Libra is ruled by Venus, which focuses on relationships, values, peace, balance, beauty, art, and pleasure. And thanks so much for being here, Capricorn. So this is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. I want to start off with a card from the Witch's Shadow Oracle. And I'm asking the question, what is the shadow rising for Capricorn? You could also look at this as your blind spot. And this deck is new to me, so I might refer to the book. But let's see what shadow is rising for Capricorn. And thanks for being here, Capricorn. Well, let's see how things are going. Rising, shadow rising for Capricorn. Let's take that one. What do we have? We have the Judge. Interesting. Okay, let's look at, I want to see the question that's being asked in the book, 59. Let's look, shall we? That's so funny. The question in the book is, are you judgmental? Well, I'm a Capricorn and I can say, yes, I'm very judgmental. Are you judgmental? That's the shadow that is rising. What else do we need to know about this? I just think that's kind of funny. Because that's a trap that I can fall into a lot, is being judgmental, which immediately closes doors. It can shut things down when you assume that you know what someone or something is about. But what I'm feeling with this card is this is being too judgmental of yourself. What is the word I'm looking for? Critical, being overly critical of yourself, being overly critical of your work, second guessing what you do, or feeling like it's not good enough. So maybe you don't even start the project, or maybe you stop partway through. Don't do that. You don't know how much what you are doing or saying or pursuing could help or bless someone else. Really, really watch that this month and see what is coming up this month around being overly critical of yourself. That's the shadow rising for Capricorn. All right, so let's look at the overall energy as it relates to Capricorn this month. Show me the overall energy. Show me the overall energy this month for Capricorn. Well, I'm hearing disgust and rage. Are you feeling rageful about something? Balance point, what's needed to, what needs balance in your life, Capricorn? What's coming to fruition? Hidden factors and guidance. Let's see what we get. Ooh, I also want to see what's on the bottom. We've got the Ace of Cups on the bottom. Card of compassion. All right. And it's interesting that this Judge card, she's wearing a yellow dress, and on yellow, the color yellow has been coming up a lot for people lately in readings, but you can see there's tinges of brown or gray, like some dinginess on the dress. And yes, the yellow can link into your solar plexus, which I feel like there's something to that, but being overly critical or judgmental of oneself, it's it's really weighing down, it's really weighing on your confidence and weighing on the solar plexus. And quite often when I'm looking at people's chakras and the aura around the chakras, I'll see these dingy gray areas in people's auras and in chakras. And there's always something to that. You know, sometimes it could be an illness or something like that, but oftentimes it is the shadow parts of ourselves that we don't want to see or acknowledge, and we lock them away. And we think that if we don't acknowledge it, or we hide from that energy, that it doesn't exist and it doesn't have an impact on us. But it does. It hides in that auric field, and it weighs on you energetically. I just want to say that. I just feel like that's important to say. All right, the Fool. I have been feeling this. Overall energy of this month, you're ready to say F it all, run away, move in a new direction. It's time for a change, Capricorn. It's time to lighten your load. It's time to be a little more carefree. It's time to be less serious. But it's also putting your energy, focusing it in a different way in your life. So what is that for you? I do love the Fool card. It's a leap of faith. It's moving in a different direction. It's also taking action, doing something without the path being really clear, which I think can be hard for a lot of earth signs. Many earth signs, we don't need to have every detail planned out. I mean, unless you're a Virgo, but we kind of like to be able to see the path ahead. This is not that. Having a leap of faith, stepping into the unknown. Wow, another major arcana card, balance point, need to restore balance. We've got the Death card. Definitely a need for change. And I feel like, especially with the Fool card being the overall energy this month, it's Capricorn, you guys are ready to do something new. You're ready to move in a new direction. And the fact that you've been holding yourself back, that's really draining your energy. I'm sure you guys can feel that. What is it that needs to shift? What is it that needs to change? It could be that you need to take some things off your plate. Are there things that you can delegate to other people? The major arcana cards, though, these are big energies that often we don't have control over. So this could be the universe coming in and shifting things, changing things for you. Maybe that's already happened. I feel like for a lot of you, that's already taken place. And maybe you're just really digging your heels in and not wanting to accept the change that's happening. Death card, major transformation and change. Don't hold on to the past. It's time to move forward. Who else had a similar message? I think it was Leo. I think Leo's had a similar message. What is coming to fruition for you guys? 8 of Wands, things moving really fast. This is fast moving energy. It's shifting you in a new direction. That is happening right now. And it is. Look at this. We've got the overall energy of the Fool leaping into something new, uncharted territory. This is not your realm. It's not something you've done before. It could seem quite out of character, but that change is needed to bring in balance. We've got the Death card. And all of these changes and this fast moving energy is moving you towards greater happiness and joy. So it's moving you out of stagnation. So if you've been feeling really stagnant, if you have been feeling like you don't have direction, you're not sure what direction to move into, I feel like that is going to become more clear this month. 8 of Wands, this is moving ahead, full fast. But I also feel like it's the universe shifting things for your on your behalf. Wow, pretty cool, Capricorn. Unless you really don't like change, then it might not feel cool, but it's the best. It's for the best. Hidden factors. Eight of Pentacles. This is this is the everyday work, the daily things that you do every single day. This is also work, what you do for a living, how you make money. I don't think you are fully realizing how much all of that is keeping you stuck. It also feels like you're on autopilot. You're not even really engaged with your everyday life, and you're not really fully engaged with what you're doing every day. This is just what you do. You wake up and you do this, you do this, you do this, you do this. Take a look at that. And Leo had a really similar message. Take a look at what you are doing every day. Take a look at your job. Take a look at, are you fully engaged with what you are doing, or are you living your day, going through the day, just doing the motions, and not really being connected? That's also a part of why you might be feeling a little disconnected, because you are. Hidden factors. So pay attention to everything you do during the day. And why are you doing those things? Interesting, Capricorn. I'd love to see what's coming up for you guys. The guidance card, we have the Six of Wands. I do really love this card. Whatever is happening in whatever direction you're moving into, it's going to be successful. So don't worry about if you're being productive. Don't worry about starting something new and failing. You're going to be successful, and it's also going to bring new awareness into your experience. And I love that we have the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. I feel like the universe is giving you the gift of a deeper connection with yourself and the world around you. So be open to that. And you could be shifted into like I said before, into a direction that is totally new to you. You could be moving into a realm that you've never done before. Maybe you're wanting to go back to school and do something completely different. Be very open to that, because you will be successful. Six of Wands is the card of victory. The other thing too, that this is victory, recognition, award, good news, success, but it's also being in front of other people. It is, maybe you are more of the behind the scenes type of a person. I know that that's the way I am, and I'm more comfortable with that. But maybe you're being asked to take on a more prominent position, a leadership position. It doesn't have to be at work. Maybe you're being asked to be more front and center, or allowing other people to see behind the scenes or see into your life. It could be something like that. And that might be why you're feeling a little uncomfortable too. But be open to it. All right, Capricorn, blessings on your month. If you'd like to book a one-on-one, my info is below. Take great care of yourself, and I will talk to you soon.